Good morning, Gun Nuts. I'm Nathan, and this is the Reloading Press. I want to thank JH586, my brother Jamie, for tagging me on the full Tang knife challenge. Unfortunately, I am not a knife collector, so I really only have 2 full Tang knives, one of which is in like a commemorative case, and I'm not going to pull it out of there. So instead what I'm going to do is my 3 knives that I was issued while I was in the military, and they get, well, 2 of them get a heck of a lot of use. So let's get started with the one that is a full Tang. So I'm sure many of you recognize this. This knife was this was the knife that I used when I was going through survival school, and I was able, fortunately, to keep it. I use it for several different purposes. It's surprisingly really a pretty sharp knife once you put a good edge on it, and it holds that edge really, really well. I've used this thing, from anything from chopping wood to, well, any kind of big work. This thing works really well. It's got the scabbard that came with it. It's got a little sharpening stone in there. I don't think I've ever used it. Nice metal backing on the scabbard, so that you don't end up wearing it out or anything. The leather banding on it, on the handle, is slick as snot on a doorknob, so it's not exactly the best option. So kind of figuring that for possibly making knives in the future, that leather banding might not be the way to go for aging anyway. But this one I use sometimes. I use it when I need a big knife. It's really super durable. For any of you guys that have never held one, that thing it's indestructible. I think that's kind of its main point, is the bolt knife is just really, really indestructible, and it's called that because it's got the hex hand on it. This knife here, this one's special to me because this is the knife that they issue you when you become aircrew, or what used to be. It is not very well made. I don't know if you can see that, how loose the mechanism is. It's a switchblade of sorts, but the reason why they issue to aircrew is for this hook to go into your boot laces and cut your boots off in case you have to ditch in the water. So I keep this just kind of as a commemoration of the hard work it took to be, become a flight engineer, and it's got a weird look to it with the orange. It's kind of interesting, it's kind of like got a faux horn texture to it. But I don't think I've ever used this knife for anything ever. But I like to keep it and I like to have it. Now, this knife, on the other hand, I use all the time. It's my EDC. It goes in my daily bag. It's a Benchmade. It keeps a pretty good edge on it. Not great, but pretty good. It's got the serrations for, whatever. I don't know why you have the serrations as sharp as this knife gets. I don't see any real reason for it. Another switchblade, clip for the pocket and or wherever. It helps with holding it in my bag. It's got a nice lock on it that works really well. So if you can't depress it or push it in, which is nice. But I've had these for 13, 14, 15 years, or more in some cases. But these are the 3 knives that I was issued while I was in the military, and they kind of have sentimental meaning to me. My other fixed Tang is another knife that I got while I was in the military when I was in Kuwait, and but it's, like I said, I can't pull it out of the case or anything. But I just wanted to go ahead and do a quick video, kind of show these off to complete my challenge. And so I'm going to have to tag a few people. So we're going to pass this down the line here, and we're going to tag Jesse B Outdoors, Warsaw Patriot, and Loads of Bacon. So guys, go ahead and do your best attempt at a full Tang knife showcase, your 3 favorite. And until next time, stay safe, have fun. I'll see you when I see you. Laters.